And there is one color of clothing to avoid. And what is that? What kind of red? How a man is supposed to cover his awrah. So the brother is asking about males wearing silk. Al-awrah of a man is from the belly button or the navel until the knees. The knees are not included, right? And the navel is not included. So it's right underneath it, all the way until the end of the thigh, just before the knees. That's the awrah. That's what must be covered. Just before the knees. So at the end of the thigh, when it meets the knee, right? There is khilaf. Some say until the entire knee is covered. But the more correct is that the knee itself is not included in al-awrah. غَطِّ فَخِذَكْ فَإِنَّ الْفَخِذَ عَوْرَةٌ. As the Nabi ﷺ says, that the thigh in itself is a awrah. So that must be covered. It must be covered with loose clothing. So a person cannot be wearing something from the navel to his knee that shapes his organs and his body size in that area, right? Because that defines the purpose of clothing. Clothing is supposed to conceal, supposed to cover. So this is the very basic bottom line of how a man is supposed to cover his awrah. Then of course, a person may wear what he likes. After that, he can wear a shirt, pants that is also not tight onto the body, right? A person also may wear clothing like this. The best of clothing is the white clothing. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "Ilbisul bayada min thiyabikum wa kaffinu biha mawtakum." Wear the white clothing and shroud your dead with the white. And there is one color of clothing to avoid. And what is that? Red. What kind of red? Sorry? Saffron. لا. I tell you. النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم نهى عن المعصفر والمزعفر. المعصفر, that's what is not allowed to be worn. المعصفر. والمعصفر, it comes from the word عصفر. العصفر is a flower. It's called the saf flower. Saf flower. It brings out a color, right? So it's like yellowish. And this color is taken and the cloth used to be dipped in it. So the clothing would be dyed in saf flower. And over time, as they continue to do this with the one piece of clothing, it continues to develop until it reaches a bright red color. That's the clothing that is forbidden to wear. That comes from saf flower. But clothing that's made from red, they have that red paint, or like the red in that's no problems. That you could wear it. Like the brother there has a red shirt, no problems. Because that is not mu'asfar. No one does clothing that is mu'asfar today. It's sold out, khalas. Doesn't exist on the market. So from that, we say, Wallahu a'lam, that all color clothing for men is permissible.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته يا أخي. يا أهلا وسهلا. الله يجزيك الخير.
I know men can't wear silk. Can you tell us the wisdom behind it? And at the same time, is there an issue with sleeping with bed sheets that are silk?
ما شاء الله ما شاء الله.
Because it actually does benefit the body, such as like the hair and the clearing of the skin if you have sheets that are silk. You're not wearing it yourself.
الله أكبر.
أحسنت يا أخي. So the brother is asking about why are males prohibited from wearing silk? But you know, of course, women are allowed to wear silk. شوفوا my brothers in Islam, silk is a luxury. It's comfort. Where Allah Azza wa Jal created this worldly life and put in it luxuries and comforts. And at the same time, there are certain things that become haram upon us. And this is a mercy from Allah so that we don't become attached to this worldly life. So that we remain disconnected from this worldly life, right? Keeping away from silk, perhaps, wallahu a'lam, is so that we don't develop an attachment to this worldly life. That's one less thing that will keep me attached to this dunya. And so is all the haram. Everything that Allah made haram, all of it is something that mankind desire. They want, right? Every haram is something that we desire. Take it as a principle. لأن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم said حفت النار بالشهوات. The hellfire has been surrounded with desires. Meaning, anything you do of the haram is going to be a desire in and of itself, and it's going to lead you to Jahannam. So the matters that Allah made haram, whether I know why or not, I definitely know they are desires. And they are matters that if I was to engage in, they will help develop a relationship between me and this worldly life, hence avoiding preparation for the afterlife. And if you notice and pay attention to the worships that Allah Azza wa Jal gave us, each and every single worship from its great purposes is to detach us from the worldly life. Look at as-salat. When we stand in as-salat, we're not allowed to eat. Eating is a desire. It's something I find enjoyment and entertainment and comfort in. We're not allowed to eat. We're not allowed to drink. We're not allowed to talk. Right? Every worship detaches us from the luxuries of this worldly life. Look at az-zakat. You're supposed to take out that luxury from your pocket and give. Look at Ramadan. You're supposed to go hours not eating, drinking and engaging in sexual relation, which are pleasures of this worldly life. Look at in Al-Hajj. You're not allowed to clip nails during the state of Ihram, which is a luxury. You're not allowed to put perfume, which is a luxury. You're not allowed to clip any hair, which is a luxury. You cannot even wear underwear, which is a luxury. Every worship is detaching you from this worldly life. And everything that is declared haram is exercising the heart to detach from this worldly life. So, Allahu A'lam, there could be many, many more wisdoms. But it is enough for us that if Allah Azza wa Jal prohibited something, we want to train our hearts. Sami'na wa ata'na. Khalas, I keep away from it. Brother asked, are we allowed to sleep on silk? No. It's not allowed to sit on silk, and it's not allowed to sleep on silk. Of course, only with the exception of someone that actually does have a skin condition. Right? لأن الضرورات تبيح المحظورات. If there's a necessity, someone has skin and there is rash that is developed as a result of polyester or cotton that comes in contact with his skin, by all means, such a person can wear silk and sleep on silk and no problems. But just, I want to better my health and so on, it's not better for your health. It may be better for your body, but it's not better for your heart because a person is committing a sin. Now, and the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, anyone who wears silk in this life will be deprived of it in the paradise. And the believers, their clothes in the paradise is silk. Right? Where's the dalil? يحلون فيها من أساور من ذهب. Allah Azza wa Jalla says, ويلبسون ثيابا خضرا من سندس وإستبرق. You know what sundus and istabraq is? Sundus is fine silk, يعني lightweight silk. Istabraq is coarse silk, thick silk, right? So this is the clothing of the people of the paradise. So we don't want to rush our pleasures. Our pleasures are coming. When they come, enjoy it all you want. Wallahu a'lam.